Start where we left off. We were talking about the Constitution and all the provisions that they were having to decide on and what they were going to have to do.
These fifth graders in San Antonio are using Discourse for a social studies lesson on American history. They'll be reading from a children's book about the Constitution to answer a series of questions that their teacher, Cec Pearson, prepared earlier. Although her lesson today is highly planned, Discourse gives her the flexibility to teach extemporaneously as well.
It's so user-friendly, and it's so easy to get on. There are times when I have real planned lessons, and other times I'll just get on it and start asking questions because I want some feedback, immediate feedback with the kids. And so it's an any way you want to use it program. That makes it really valuable to a teacher.
In a Discourse lesson, Ms. Pearson asks a question.
Imagine what it would be like to take your president's paper and to revise it. How many days did it take you to revise your president's paper?
And the children respond on their computers. Ms. Pearson sees her students' answers as they're typed, keystroke by keystroke.
With Discourse, you know immediately that every student either understands it or they don't understand it. It gives you just such an immediate entry into their mind, into their thinking. And that, to me, is the most valuable tool that any teacher can have, is to be able to read every child's mind immediately.
One of the students' favorite activities is the Discourse Instant Survey.
All right, so I want you to vote which way you think it should be. Do we need them or not need them?
The students see the class tally immediately.
No, we're changing some votes. Ooh, somebody changed a vote on us.
Today's lesson is also about building reading skills.
How could you list all the rights a person had, he asked. Would you include the right to go fishing in a good weather?
Ms. Pearson says she finds Discourse useful for other subjects as well.
I teach social studies and spelling, language arts, all the language arts, and reading. And I use it for all of the subjects. While we're doing reading, whereas reading comprehension, we can tell immediately, that kids are reading and what they're comprehending, because I can ask the questions while we're doing oral reading. But also I've used it for end of the chapter or end of the book tests. We've started using it for spelling tests. The kids love doing Discourse on spelling, and part of it is, it's wonderful for the teacher, is that I can get an immediate grade off of it because I can check which ones are right and I know immediately which ones are not.
Throughout the period, Discourse gives Ms. Pearson a unique window into how well her students are following her lesson. The green and red answer bars on her screen show her instantly what percentage of her class is answering correctly and incorrectly. Now the children are using Discourse at their own pace, using their book to find answers to Ms. Pearson's questions. It's a process that keeps all the students fully engaged and on task, because they know their teacher is using Discourse to look over each of their shoulders.
The moment where they realized that I saw everything that they typed as they typed it, they knew that there was a real interaction going on. I was watching everything they were doing. I could talk to them about what they were doing when they did it.
For these students, Discourse is an easy fit in their increasingly technology-rich world.
I've yet to really find one that doesn't like technology. So as soon as they were able to get onto the computers, they were really on task and wanting that opportunity.
Indeed, the children in this class have become so proficient at Discourse that some of them have found uses for it that even their teacher probably didn't envision.
Hi.
What do you like about Discourse?
On spelling quizzes, when we use on-screen keyboard, sometimes it shows up the right answer.